what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Colts sideline, a look at their head coach. He's got his guys playing well here in September, 3-0 to start the season. Across from him, you've got the coach of the Jaguars. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this is not going to wind up any... Near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
On red. Hey, Dankers, here we go.
Lawrence going to give it to Jinton. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
At the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5.
Lisa 24.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Jacksonville.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 32 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He pulls it in around the 5. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
Rip, 20. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Extra point by Little is good, and the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
If you ever want to get an idea, Mike, of just how competitive this guy is, when we talked to him the other day, despite the fact that he put up ridiculous numbers a week ago, you could tell that it was bothering him that he came up just shy of passing that 500-yard line. I mean, he jokingly said, what? Well, now he has something to chase. I could be even better. Well, I don't think he was necessarily serious. It wouldn't shock me one bit if he put up similar numbers at the end of this one.
A second down throw for Richardson. Moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. This one complete to Dorsett. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. From the gun, Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
18 Cardinal, 18.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Tyler Warren and the man he was looking for there. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That's going to be caught. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Give them 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Moving left.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll run a draw now with Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up the best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And they'll stop them just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
And that big offensive line clearing space Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
His kick is good.
Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll go with Tipton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. This pass is caught by Thomas. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence set up the screen here for Tootin. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they tie it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
45-yard line.
Lawrence now. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
The Colts offense about ready to get going on their second possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you hooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as well. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in there to drop him. That is already 6 sacks for him now on this season. Flush to his right, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Jaguars have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
On the give, it's Tootin. Lots of space, past the 45. And he will not get to the end zone, but he'll get plenty of yards. A terrific run, bringing it to the 5.
It's a gain of 64 yards.
The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal.
First and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second goal.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead.
The kickoff for the Jaguars.
This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard. And it's 1st and 10. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he's in! And 9 Mitchell. Touchdown Colts. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts draw closer here. It's 21-14. And after that last score, they want it back right away. A rare first half onside kick. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. The Jags offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Unlock Lion! Unlock Lion!
Now here's Lawrence. Going right, it's taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, here is Tootin. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. 2nd down, Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. brings up 3rd and 9.
Lawrence. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
Cam Little for the Jaguars field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
18, 10, 60 average, 6, hop, 70, hop, 70.
Here's Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as the second half gets underway. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, you want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. He will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Let's go.
They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And a nice sequence there defensively. They'll give him 8 yards, but they get him down well short of the 1st down, and it's 4th down. Richardson going to look to throw. He gives this one complete to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width.
And he's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short. That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Hey, Soko,
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one caught by Adams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A run on first and goal. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Hey,
Lawrence. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's third down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has two more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
Brett.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16. JT Tuimoloau in to drop him on third and goal. And that will send the field goal unit out. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's John.